to my F14 132 by now.
Yeah. So what I'm aiming to do is I've got a little model fund on the go. So every week I put 10 or 20 quid in my model fund. It's a little pot on Monzo. But when a part work finishes, I'm going to divert the fund from that into the pot. And then I'm going to sort of save up, get a couple of big models, and then I'm going to charge myself for it. So
You're
every time
myself.
Yeah. So basically, I'm going to sell it to my bank account, if that makes sense. So every time I bring, let's say I buy a model and I decide I'm going to do this over 20 videos. So each time I do a video, I put £10 into the pot. And at the end of the 20 videos, I've got 200 quid saved up, which is the money then for my next model, which is roughly what it's costing me to make a magazine, one issue for a magazine anyway, sometimes more. My Eddie Stobarts, I've been doing 2 issues a week. So that's costing me 20 quid. So there's no excuse for not putting £10 a week away, is there?
No, you're right.
And if I'm doing 4 different projects, then I'm having to put £40 a week away, which is what I'm spending on the projects. So go out. I mean, like this Border Models Lancaster, I don't think, I keep saying this, but I don't think there's anything else to buy. So the total model will be £838.39. That means that come the end of the build, I'll be £500 up. Now, I'm doing it over 130 weeks. Every time I make a Lancaster video, I pop £10 into the bank. Which is what it would have cost me to buy the Harchette model.
Absolutely.
So that means by the time I finish the model, even taking into account what I bought, that's £577. So
show you something. Hold that thought. 1976 mold.
Yeah.
And
is that your Stuka?
Usually when I'm doing these, hang on, let me get rid of my ugly mug. Wrong one. That's the one. Usually when I'm doing these, I assemble the cockpit stuff, put it into the fuselage, and it never fits. Never, ever does it fit.
Yeah.
Always somehow I've got something up, or it's just a bad mold, it never fits. I've just slotted that in. 1976 mold, and it fits absolutely perfectly.
Yeah.
Bang on precision.
Yeah.
Bear in mind again, this model's mold was designed before computers, so everything on this will have had to be hand built for the original mold by an artist, by a sculptor.
Yeah.
And that's just brilliant for something so complicated. Perfect fit. Impressive.
Don't you love it when everything just works?
Oh mate, I just can't believe this kit. Airfix, you pulled a blinder.
Yeah. Now compared to my bus, that's hard work.
I was watching you, and I couldn't believe it. You were just finding fault after fault after fault.
Oh, you know, I think I'm turning into Nigel's modelling bench. Don't get me wrong, I love Nigel's modelling bench, but what he'll do is you'll be watching one of his videos and you'll be like, I'm not really interested in that subject, just enough to watch the video, but no more. By the time you're halfway through the video, he's talked up so much that you're like, I will kill people if that meant I could get that model. I will do absolutely anything for that model. And then he spends the last bit of the video completely ripping it apart, and you're like, oh, don't want it now. But he's honest, so you can't fault that, can you?
Athol McNichols joined us, says hi Penny, massive thumbs up.
Hi Athol.
Holic says, I guess the other argument, we were talking about the difference between part works and just buying a model kit that they've nicked the mold off of. So I guess the other argument is that someone may not be able to afford to lay down 500 quid for the model, but in one go can afford 40 quid odd subscription monthly. Yeah. Blue Harvest Toy says, He only bought the Lancaster for something to do while he waits for his Knight Rider. I'm really enjoying it.
That's how I started.
But
I
don't
bought
think I can justify 2 part works at once.
I bought the Route Master. Then I bought, was it the Millennium Falcon for something to do, and the Harley. I said I bought the Harley Davidson for something to do in between the Route Master. But the Harley Davidson was just here's a part, put it in a box. So then I got the Millennium Falcon, and then I ended up getting something else. Next thing I know, I got about 6 or 7 part works on the go, all to do while I'm waiting for the Route Master.
Right. So it just builds up and up and up.
Oh, if you don't keep control of it, it gets a bit addictive. And I think, I mean, I don't regret it in the long run, but the Terminator, I only think I did that because everyone else was doing it. It was all right. I wasn't fanatical about it when it started, but as it built up, I thought actually this is really nice. But it grew on me. But I mean, I don't regret buying it. I do love it now. But
people have already commented on the Terminator. It's just awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't that excited about it when I first. I don't even know why I bought it. I really shouldn't have done. But I'm glad I did.
So Holic says on the flip side, and in agreement with you, for paying the £2,000 odd for the kit on subscription, you should have the same or more featured than the 500 quid. Absolutely, mate.
Definitely.
And that was basically, we're saying it was. I'm pretty sure it was the Leopard, 1 to 16 Leopard, that Heng Long do, all singing, all dancing, all metal version for about 500 quid, or the part works, which was 2,000 quid, and you don't get the smoke machine. So
yeah, you would expect more. I mean, at the moment, I know with the Lancaster, there's limitations because of the manufacturing process.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting the paintwork to be a little bit naff and it's a little bit shiny. But there's some areas it's actually better on the Hachette version. And to be fair, so it should be, shouldn't it?
So Brew Harvest Toy says, having to mod the Knight Rider is not ideal, and he's lucky he's been sent the mods.
Yeah.
That is. So Atoll saying evening crew. Tony from Cheverton Junction says hi to everybody. Lord Peter says hi Atoll. Smith Speeds dropped a link in for their channel. So yeah, head over there, give it a sub if you can. Everybody saying hi.
Hi.
Lord Peter says, I have 6 builds running at the moment. Another one when the 66 Batmobile comes. Oh, I'm going to love that. So, Peter, is that a build or a ready-made kit?
Is that the Batmobile? That's another part work.
Is it another part works?
Yeah, it's a new part work just come out. Is it Fan Home? Terry, I'm going to go and take a little 5-minute break for you know what.
I know where you're going.
Let's just say I'm taking my plate down to wash up.
Awesome. Okay, I'm just going to crack on with this. I think I've lost a part, but I'm not too sure. What's the other side? I need to find the other side of the fuselage. (127A) and 126C. So 126C, where is C? Sprucey, where are you? That's B. In there. D. So you must be C. 127C. Now that's frame A, so C was in the box. 127C, come to Papa. There she is. That's you. right there. Apologies if not all of this is in cam. I will be doing some adjustments to the studio, sorry, my shed, when summer comes, to give me some distance on the camera, because right now I've got like a little low shelf, so that's really in the way. Okay, what did I do with it? There it is. Let's glue these two parts together. Like that. So why isn't it fitting? There we go. Yeah. Get the tomato extra thin. And again, for new people watching, they're just brand new to modelling. If you've got some of that, throw it in the bin. Get some of this. The biggest game changer for me when I started streaming was when the guys told me about this stuff. It's quick drying, it's instant, it doesn't, you get none of them horrible fingerprints. You have to be too careful with it. It says that I've just done it. Yeah, absolutely ace stuff. And you can cover up a multitude of sins with this stuff. It's just great. It's quick drying, really, really fluid. So you put your bits together, lob it on, and it seeps into all the gaps. And that's just great. So that's that one done. I'm just going to dry fit all this first, obviously. Another tip I've learned, dry fit first as many times as you can, and make sure you've got everything absolutely cock on. So I made a little box. That's the viewfinder. Let's try and get this in focus. Focus. Not having it. Have I got it set to manual? No, I haven't. There we go. Really pleased with this little viewfinder. Just a little viewfinder that fits inside the model. A little bit of weathering to do with it before I finish. Oh, we've got some more chat coming. Hang on a minute. Right, everyone's saying hi, hi, hi. Tony, Carl's gone over to help out with Ron Hetham's stream tonight. He's standing in for Sprue, who's feeling a bit ill right now. So again, hope you get well soon, Sprue, if you're watching in from your bed. Paulik says he'd like to try one of those metalworking engine kits like Wayne has done, but so expensive. Tony says, hey, little history. Yeah, hi, mate. Dave Mike says, hello, Tony. That's all the chat caught up with. Oh, I missed out. Rob's joined us from Australia. Good day, all. Hey, good day, Rob. I missed some up there as well. Hang on a minute. Brew Harvest Toy says he's got the Batmobile coming to replace Knight Rider. Oh, okay. Athol McNichol says part kits are as addictive as gambling to modelers, but as far as I look at modeling, buy what you can afford and what you have room for in the man cave. I need more shelving, as do we all. And Lord Peter says he's looking forward to getting the Batmobile. And then we got good day all from Rob. There we go. That's the chat caught up with, and I can crack on with this now. So, dry fitted. Awesome. Need to get that in place. And it has fit. I'll say it again. First time, absolutely perfect. So, let me get some glue on this. Just a couple of dabs for now. Right, come on.
I just made a very, very bad attempt at jumping on the bed and then realised the bed's too high for me to do that.
Right, come on. I could have put these bits in before I sprayed it, to be honest, and that's what I should have done. Again, not paying enough attention to the instructions is one of my biggest faults. but I'm not going to make that mistake twice. So just get that glued in there. Then I've got my little viewfinder here, and that fits in like that. Where? There. So, oh, that's going to be a little bit.
Oh, it's over there.
Oh, that's going to be a difficult fit, is that? That is absolutely where it goes. So I'm just going to have to take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance
on me. Do, 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 do.
Right, I might get away with this just by, again, they should have put locating lugs on this one, on this part. I wonder if I sent Airfix a little email saying this is how you could improve if ever you do a remold of it. This is what you can do to improve it, to make things just a little bit easier for modelers.
Given that they made the kit, I would suspect they might already know.
You know, I don't think. I'm just going to put that in place now because I don't think I've done this correctly. Right, if that takes now, I can just put this on and see. Right, I need to do that like that. And this needs to hold in position there. Oh, cock on. Precise. What was I worried about? What a great kit. What a great kit. You're impressing me, Airfix.
See, I'm on the opposite end of the scale with Airfix at the moment. This is terrible.
I think you should show people what you're on about because they're not going to believe you.
So this is the outside. I don't know if I put my glasses on because I can't even see if I can see it. So this is the outside of the bus. You've got a stud mark there. This I had two in there, one in there, one in there.
God, my hand's busy, Penny. You need to put yourself on big.
Oh, there we go.
And I've just spilt a bottle of silver paint everywhere.
Right. I might have to get a pencil out. Or trouble is it's all one color. So let me get a bottle of Citadel shade. That'll do the job. Oh, I thought I'd never used contrast before. Turns out I got some. Right, let's use this contrast then.
God damn it.
Right, so we've got mark there. Which is awful. We've got one there, one there, one there. Try not to throw things on the table.
Another £3 down the drain.
Why? That might show up a bit more. So we've got everywhere I've painted, I've got a stud mark. I had one there and one there and one in there, one in there. This bit on the front, oh yeah, these I haven't finished. Now that I've primed it, these are actually going to have to be filled. I mean, look at that one. And where's the front gone? Here we are. These ones at the top are so good. I actually thought they were part of the model.
What, when the mistakes are so good, you think it's part of the model?
Oh, look, they're so neat and even and crisp, and they're so evenly placed that that one's exactly in the middle. I thought they were meant to be there. I think I've got rid of all of these.
Penny, for the first time watchers, do you want to tell them what that kit is?
So this is, let me just finish this because I'm on my way now. So these are the ones that surprisingly I missed. Oh, and this one. So this is a 2014 reboxing of a kit that was originally molded in 1970 something.
Right.
I think this is almost as old as me. In fact, I'm not sure if that's the year the bus was brought out or the year the kit was brought out. It hasn't got it written on the box, so I'll have to have a look on scale mates.
It's a fair old size bus, isn't it?
It is pretty big. It's nice. I mean, it goes together well once you, I mean, that hole's blocked up altogether. And it's just flash heaven. This is the front, which now actually fits, but it is quite holy. Whoops, sorry, that bit wasn't stuck on. So there's massive gaps in it, but you kind of half expect that with an old kit, don't you? Oh.
That's why I tested that line along the fuselage, because that's usually the teller about how good the fit's going to be on the entire kit. If they get that right, the long line down the fuselage, then the chances are all the little bits are going to be absolutely cock on.
Yeah. This is actually such a bad fit. The glue hasn't stuck it.
Oh, come on, stick.
This has been setting for about 24 hours. It's just not set because it's not making contact properly. Right. The only place it's glued is the little locator tabs. And if I can, I don't even think I can clamp it. I think I'm going to need sprue glue for this. Flood it from behind, and hopefully it'll ooze out through the hole, through the gaps. That side stuck. That's okay. So yeah, some of these holes are actually going to have to be filled,
right?
Because they're that deep.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Right. Leave it alone. Let it dry. If something's worth doing, it's worth doing well. Right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Let me get up with the chat. Excuse me. Where were we? Smith Speed says 22 watching, 27 thumbs up. Thank you, Smith Speeds. All thumbs up are really appreciated tonight. Thank you so much. We got loads of other streams going on tonight. Loads of entertainment on YouTube tonight from our little modelling community. We've got Ron Hessam coming up at 8 o'clock. I do believe some of the other guys have got stuff coming up. They will put links in anyway in there for their premieres and streams. Well, I hope you do. It's not all me doing work tonight. Atom Medical says, okay, Hamish has gone home, so it's clear. It's clear up duty again, as this week Puppy loves tearing things to bits. Dinner, southern fried chicken and chips with barbecue sauce. Beverage, coffee, man cave open again. Lord Peter Webster says, welcome back, Penny. 28 likes. Thank you, everyone. And sorry for anyone wearing headphones there with that whistle. Brick Harvest Toy says, saw the Airfix catalogue yesterday, £8.99. Remember when catalogues were free? Yes, mate. £9 just to look at what you're going to buy next.
But the thing is, you're going to see them all on the internet anyway.
That's what I mean.
If you go on Airfix's website, you can see them all for free.
To be fair, though, if you get the Airfix catalogue, it's all full colour, and if you're a collector, then it's possibly worth it. But not for me. I just look online. Yeah, David Markey said exactly that. Blue Harvest Toys, yeah, that's what I thought. Swiss Speeds, Lord Peter Webster. Why does yours and Teresa's say 28? Mine says 27. I have refreshed. So confusing. Yeah, YouTube's all over the place at the minute. I mean, earlier on in the week, there was a bunch of us getting just cut off and dropped from our live streams for absolutely no reason. I have no idea what was causing that at all. Lord Peter Webster says the first kits off the line go out to builders to assess. That's true, yeah. I mean, Moz gets early releases and stuff like that. So the big YouTubers that are on the 10,000, 20,000, 250,000, 1 million subs, they all get sent out pre-release versions of the models for them to say good things about. See what I did there? Athol McNichol, yes, Lord Peter, and I had my way, I would have insisted Celia get herself a Mameluke puppy, but in a flat, a corgi is better. Yeah, absolutely. You want a little dog in a flat. Lord Peter Webster, no idea, Mike. LOL. Swiss Speeds, she's still at it. I'm getting a headache. Athol McNichol, Mike, does Teresa come from a long? Hang on. Mike, does Teresa come from a long line family-wise? As by what she is indicating is, she hopes to live to 112 years, whereas you will have popped off years earlier. No clue what you guys are on about. Swiss Speeds, Athol McNichol, I hope so, because if she goes early, I'm sure she will come back and haunt me. We got Andy Preston joining us. Andy, welcome aboard, sir. Hi, everyone. Swiss Speeds, 28 thumbs up now, but I am sure Lord Peter and Teresa will have 29. It's not a competition. Blue Harvest Toys, lurking. Nice one, mate. 29 likes. Okay, caught up with the chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. We are streaming in glorious and full 1080p to all of the platforms tonight: Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter. We've got.
Why does everyone refuse to call that straight up X?
I can't. It's not. It doesn't roll off the tongue like Twitter.
No, it's like, well, we have Sky News on every morning in the breakfast area, and even they call it Twitter.
Yeah,
they don't even call it X.
And just remember, guys, if you're brand new to the chat, don't be afraid to chat. I mean, yeah, I've put the sub only chat on, but you don't have to wait any time. There's no time limit on it. Just as soon as you subscribe, you can chat. The reason why I've done that is we did suffer from a little bit of trollage a few weeks ago, so now I like to look at who's coming in and make sure they're the person that they say they are. If you would like a blue spanner on the channel, take part in the chat for a little while. Once we get to know you, you get a blue spanner, and then you can advertise your channel in my chat to our 1,200 and growing community we've got here. I really don't mind. We've got some great streams coming up for you within the community tonight as well. We've got Ron Hetham's coming up at 8 o'clock. I will put a link in for that. Who else is streaming tonight, Penny?
I don't know. I actually genuinely have no idea.
I've just realised.
Direct vibrations. I really can't be bothered using sandpaper right now.
Wow, 30 likes now. Thank you, everyone. Right, I'm going to get back to the model. I am building I've said it enough times. Everybody watching us tonight must know what this is. This is the 124 Airfix Vintage Classic Stuka JU87B, and it is a bloomin-tastic kit. Considering the mold is 1976, before the days of computer design and all that stuff, which meant somebody had to make the original of this for the mold to be taken from and make it by hand. So whoever that was a master craftsman, because everything fits together perfectly so far. I've more or less finished off the cockpit. I've just got a little bit of weathering to do in there before I actually fit it into the model. Right now, I'm waiting for the view window to dry before I again put the other half on and make sure it's in the correct position before I put the hull together. According to the instructions, I'm almost at that point where I can put the hull together. The engine is looking absolutely sublime, and I don't know where I put it. Where the hell did I put the engine? There it is. And again, I will show you this working in just a second. It is a working engine. I've put a micro motor in there. Let me show you the micro motor again, because you never know. You guys might want to motorize yours. I got these things. There we go. Let's put it in there so you can see it. Put me on big for a second.
So where are you getting those from, Terry?
There we go, Penny. That's the little motors that I use in these aircraft, and you can use
So
them.
where are you buying those from?
These come from AliExpress, and they're less than $1 each. They call them coreless micro motors, DC 3 volts. And I bought a bunch of them, and they're great for motorizing your models. Perfect for 124. In fact, I would have liked to have put a bigger motor in this to get it to spin faster, but it's just about the right speed for this. What I've done with the battery. Let me get the battery out and I'll show you again. Zipping round. Usually 124 scale, I will make them full remote control, i.e. workable flaps on servos and stuff like that. This one I'm not, because this is going to be a little shelf queen, this. Right, let me hopefully get these the right polarity.
You just want people to come around, look at it and go, oh, that's nice. And you go, wait till I switch it on.
Well, I'm just a massive show off. Do you know what I mean?
Nothing wrong with that. If you can, you should.
It's like that bloke who says, what colour is your Bugatti? I forget his name now. Right, am I touching on that? I'm not. Here we go. I don't want to break the motor, you see. I've got to get this the right polarity. Not that it matters, because it'll go just the opposite way around like it's just done. Right, put that on there. So here we go. We have a working Stuka dive bomber motor.
Nice.
Look at that.
That's
Absolutely cracking. Can you hear the screaming in the background of the Stuka as it comes down to drop its bomb?
That's fast enough, isn't it?
It is. Just smashing. Little desk fan for summer.
Yes.
So that's that. Not far off the finish line for this. I think the thing that's going to be the most time consuming is the camouflage scheme that goes on the outside of it. Because I think for the first time ever, I want to try and do the perfect paint job. I think I've learned enough now from the community for me to really kind of spread my wings. See what I'm doing there, Fanny?
Yeah. So which colour scheme are you doing then?
I don't know. I'll be looking for ideas from the community.
Okay.
Let me catch up with the chat. Rob says, how's the Sky Raider coming along? Mine, his are in primer. Well, I'm nearly there on the Sky Raider, to be fair, Rob. It's just that I'm like a magpie. As soon as I get something shiny in front of me, I go for it. Oh, shiny! Got all that. So
I'm like that.
It just took my attention, and I'm glad I did because it's just absolutely awesome. But how are yours coming along, Rob? Rob bought 2 of the Trumpeter 1-32 Sky Raiders and building both of them, and he's not had a problem with it. I had loads of problems with the engine on it, I've got to tell you. Rob the Builder says, hey, everyone. Lord Peter says 30 again. Rob the Builder says, what scale do the motors fit into? These little motors will fit into, let me show you the actual size against my finger, then you can judge it for yourself. You are only limited with these by the spindle length. And if you just type into AliExpress, cordless DC 3-volt motors or DC cordless 12 or 6-volt, the actual size of this is 10 mil width by 15 mil length. So the spindle on it is approximately 5 mil. So you could actually fit these into a 172. I mean, let me get something that's around that scale of a single-seater aircraft. This is my absolutely awful job that I did on the Jet Provost. So just imagine that with a propeller at the front. It would fit in. So, and you can get them even smaller than this.
Sorry, I missed a bit of that. You're putting a propeller on a Jet Provost?
No, I'm just doing it for an example.
I did mishear then.
Yeah, an example.
Okay, because I know you can be a crazy man.
Yeah.
But there's a reason it's called a Jet Provost and not a propeller Provost.
So I don't know if you can see this. Let me just hold these up. And I'll put it on manual focus. So hopefully, so there's 2 different types of cordless motor. That's circular, so that will fit in just about anything down the 172. You're only limited by the length of the spindle on these. They're both 3 volts. This one, as you can see, a longer barrel, but it's way, way more powerful. This has a spin speed of, I think, about something like 3,000 RPM.
Could you cut that spindle down a little bit if you wanted to?
Yeah, you could, or you might even need longer, depending on where you extend.
If you need something longer, you just make an extension for it, can't you?
Yeah, and these
are
what
they've done with my Lancaster ones. Yeah. They've 3D printed a little insert to go into the engines to help the motor reach.
But these are absolutely great. Cordless, which means they'll run forever. You've got no brushes in them to wear out. As long as you're not stressing them, they're absolutely fine. I have managed to burn out some of these big ones, though, by increasing the voltage because, you know, faster is better.
Oh, have you seen that guy on YouTube? What he does is he gets toys and he puts too much voltage through them.
I've seen it, yeah.
And you got these little dog toys going. Yip, 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 yip.
Let me catch up with chat. Everyone's saying hi, hi, hi. Teresa Smith says he tried cheating Peter, unliked it for a bit, then re-liked it again. Rob the Builder says, if you can, you should. Isn't that why dogs lick their balls?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Teresa Smith says hi, Rob. Rob the Builder says hi, Teresa. Lord Peter Webb says lol, Teresa. Lord Peter Webb says oops, Teresa. Rob the Builder says he was thinking 1-72 would work. Yeah. Fit these all the way down. And usually when I fit them in, I'll do the initial stick with super glue, just so it holds it there. And then do a puddle of 2-part epoxy. And that usually holds them in place no matter what. And the only difficulty you have is drilling out the middle of the prop, getting it bang on in the middle so it doesn't look stupid and wobbly. So that's the thing you've really got to take your time with. Lord Peter says, you nicked that off Tasha. No, I didn't. Tasha's is way better than mine. Mine's horrendous. And that's an absolute fact. Tasha did such a superb job of her Jet Provost.
She did, didn't she?
And all credit to Penny for guiding her through that process as well.
I didn't guide her through the Jet Provost. She did that on her own. I guided her through the tank.
You were there for the Jet Provost. I saw you.
No, I wasn't. She did that all on her own. She got all impatient and she went, right, Penny didn't get a Jet Provost. I'll get on with that one. She did that 100% on her own. I hadn't given her a single tip.
I never know when you're joking with me, Penny.
I'm not. Honestly, right? I swear on my sister's and my dad's life, right? She did that Jet Provost on her own before I gave her any tips whatsoever. The only tips I gave her is she'll get everything she needs in the Airfix starter set, but I personally would get like a cutting mat and some sprue cutters, and I bought her a little basic set on Amazon.
Right.
And that's the only tips I'd given her prior to her doing the Jet Provost. I swear to God.
It shows, though. She's gone from almost no subscribers to 100 in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And that's amazing.
Yeah, she's done really well. She's got a lot of natural talent.
Amazing. But she's always been a better artist.
Not perfect, and she's got a lot to learn. But for first effort, it was so superb. But yeah, I promise you, she did that with... She didn't know a thing about model, mate. She only knew common sense.
Yes, mate. Andy's asking for a close-up of the engine. I should certainly do that. Don't pick on me, though, because it's got its problems.
We all have, Terry.
Right, let me go like that. Let me turn the autofocus off. The engine isn't finished by any way, shape, or means, Andy. I've still got loads of weathering to do on it.
Really nice, though, isn't it?
Now, let me get in close. Yeah, I know the pipes to the radiator are the wrong color. So there's plenty more weathering to be done, but that's her really close up. And there were a few bits wrong on this. In the instructions, these pipes, they tell you to put them in a different position. So I had to figure out on my own where they go because it was completely wrong on the instructions. If I bring this over, I can show you exactly what I mean. Let me bring this out. Right. So those breather pipes, where are they? So it's telling you to put the breather pipe there. Hang on, let me bring this up. Sorry, the water pipe is telling you to put it into this hole here. And it patently does not fit in that hole there. They've got that one right. That one fits onto that little lug there. So that, if you follow the instructions, it just won't go. So you're not scratching your head. But then, obviously, I looked on the other side, and there's a lug the same as that on the other side. There's a few other bits as well where they cocked up, like on the injectors here. They tell you to put them in the holes that are at the side of the engine. Here, let me bring that in. They tell you to put the injections, follow that arrow into the holes on the side of the caps there, and they don't. They fit just underneath. So just a couple of things with this kit, but it is a dream. Everything does fit once you figure out where it's supposed to go properly.
Apart from that, it's fine.
Yeah, it's just rocking. I love it. So plenty more weather to do.
You have told me I think I'm going to buy that Stuka kit, but I've got to keep with my New Year's resolutions, and I've got to actually build more than I buy.
No, this is a kit that will keep you going because it's so damn nice. And like I say, the fit, considering it's 1976, is just absolutely stunning, unbelievable. I mean, I've built loads of Airfix over my time. I mean, when I first started out, basically Airfix, that's all there was. Couldn't afford Tamiya, not a chance. You know, buying the Airfix kits in the little baggies in the corner shop. And then moving on later on in my life, 10 years old, getting the Lancaster 172 that they brought out, which ended up being filled with bangers on bonfire night and blowing it to bits. And then throughout my adult life, getting more Airfix, but then thinking, being able to afford Tamiya myself, and the comparison from Tamiya to Airfix was light and day back then. The precision of Tamiya made me just go away from Airfix entirely. Now I'm kind of falling back in love with Airfix because I missed out their 70s stuff, more or less. I mean, there's no way I could have afforded this Stuka back then when it was first released. But now, as an adult, I can afford the 80 quid for this being released as a vintage classic. and I'm glad I purchased it because it's blown me away. It has really blown me away. And another thing with this, if you guys are about to get this or build it, let me go in. I've shown this numerous occasions, but I'm quite proud of it. With this kit, you do not get any decals for the dials, for the instruments. You get the clear plastic, and embossed into the clear plastic are the dial numbers and the airplane and all that stuff. So all I've done there is dry brush, really lightly dry brush, Citadel white paint, which is really thick. So even if you cock up a little bit, it's not going to go into the whole face of the dials. So that there, I'm so happy with that, the way that's turned out. Again, there's more weathering and detailing to do in the cockpit, but I'm not getting any aftermarket parts for this. I'm building it as is because I just don't think it needs the aftermarket. Anything else I want to put on this, I can do myself out of. I mean, if there's any more wiring to go on the engine, I can do that myself out of soldering wire and stuff. So yeah, really happy with it. Rob the Builder says, nice engine. Rob the Builder, you've got a blue spanner now. You can put your link up anytime you want. Lord Peter says he's saving to buy a mini 5-axis CNC mill so he can build a working rotary engine from scratch. Bucket list idea. Oh man, that would be sublime, Lord Peter. It really would. Manuel has joined us. Yay! Manuel, you can dive in if you want, mate. Links at the top. He says, good evening, Penny and Terry. Let me split this up. Hang on. I've left on.
Peter, have you seen that Mazda artwork? It's a Mazda something or another, but with the part work you get, I think it's either 1:2 or 1:3 scale. No, what's the triangular one? Is that a Wankel engine? Anyone wants to get me out of this hole? You're more than welcome to.
Yeah, Wankel made rotary engines.
Is it Wankel? Yeah, it's basically got 3 sections inside that rotates inside the engine.
Andy Preston, I've just given you a blue spanner for my channel, so you can drop links in for your channel if you so wish. Yeah, welcome aboard, mate.
One of the things I said on my stream was it yesterday. The interesting thing about this primer is that once it's dry, you can scrape it off with your nail. But once it's fully cured, look. I don't know if that's normal for primer.
Yeah.
But I've sprayed this on thing and I've just given it a gentle rub and I'm like, oh, it's all come off. Oh, that's useless primer. But once it's actually set, it's brilliant.
Penny, I'm wondering if, I mean, I'm sure they do, but if Citadel do a primer, I'm on it like a car bonnet.
Oh, they do, but I'll tell you what Citadel told me. Well, they actually told me to get the Abaddon Black, but get any of their and thin it down. That is a primer, and no one believes me when I say that, but it is. I tell you, it's as true as Tasha had no modeling knowledge when she built the Jet Provost.
But I keep on saying it. These Citadel paints are so thick, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Anyone who's been modeling for any length of time knows that the Tamiya white is thin as hell. And you got
I released a video titled something along the lines of "Do you really need primer?" And I test a couple of paints, and I put them through a more than reasonable stress test, and the Citadel came out on top along with something else. But yeah, if you want, I mean, they do a Chaos Black is an absolutely fantastic. It comes in a rattle can. It's a really, really good primer. First time I used it, I sprayed it on so thick I covered up all the detail, and when it dried, all the detail was as crisp as anything.
Lord Peter Webster says he has the new Airfix 172 Dam Buster Lancaster. He's unsure of what to do with it yet. Gift it or build it.
Or you could gift it to someone who could build it for you.
Yeah, because that's not a beginner build at all, the Dam Buster.
Is it not? Not even the 1/72 scale?
Nah. Not if you want to do it right. It's still a big kit at 172.
Apparently, the way that they've done the wings is better than the way they've done the Hong Kong models version.
Really?
Yeah, I should have watched more Nigel's Model and Bench before I bought that Lancaster. There's parts of me thinking I wish I'd spent an extra 300 quid and got the Border Models version, but I want the videos I produce. I want them to be. If you're on a bit of a budget, but you've got the readies, can you do it much cheaper and better? But the wings are terrible, and the wingtips and the way they've done it, it's absolutely stupid design.
Sorry, let me see what Rob's put. There was a Monty Python sketch that Are You Embarrassed Easily? I remember it.
Yeah. I must admit, the first time I heard the term Wankel engine, I laughed, but then I was a little kid at the time.
Lord Peter West says, I see it, Penny, but not doing any more cars after the Batmobile. Need to catch up with 5 RC cars and lorry builds at some point. You've got a lot on, Peter. As well as Father Christmas, you've got all your own builds to do. Yeah. MP Molds Plastic said he just finished his order in the local shop for a 148 Gannett Airfix. Oh,
nice.
Oh,
they've got a new Gannett coming out, not Airfix, but is it Revel are bringing out the Gannett?
No, you wait your panties. You wait your panties. You hang on.
No, you didn't.
Hang on. Hang on, let me switch camera. This is coming up in summer.
Why can I not picture you doing that, Terry? So how are you going to motorize that propeller with them going in different directions?
Because I know my electronic stuff.
You're going to use gears, aren't you? One motor controlling cogs, which sends them both.
They already do a micro coaxial motor, DC coreless coaxial motor. They're about 40 quid though, because they're new on the market, and that's what's going to be going into this puppy to make both of the propellers go round. It will be something to behold. I know I've let I've given the information far too early. Someone's going to nick that idea. I absolutely guarantee you.
Oh,
get to it in summer, but that's it. I said it first here. Anyone who does it afterwards, you can. Yeah. So yeah, we are going to be. Well, we won't RC it, but we'll certainly have both of those. That coaxial propeller spinning like a sumbitch when we come to build this in summer. And I've heard nothing but good things about this kit. So
I've heard, the same.
Yeah.
I'm quite tempted. I think it's Revel are bringing one out. I'm quite tempted to do the Revel one just to see if it's. But then you might as well go the best one. You know, the one that you know is best, mightn't you?
And also coming up in summer, hopefully, if I get those done and we get enough views and stuff like that, and some pennies start coming in from the YouTube, I'm going to be doing a full RC version of the 1/32 Hasegawa BF110D, which is a mammoth kit again. So can't wait for that.
Wade Valley says, was that sign language, Terry?
Yes, it was. So more memberships, please. More memberships, more super chats. Keep the pennies coming in.
Oh.
And me and Penny will keep the content coming, baby.
I want to do some spraying.
Right, let me just drop a link in for Penny's channel because we've got 27 people, 30 people watching right now. I'm going to grab it. Penny's Pitstop. Copy. Wayne Welly says if he was to get that Airfix Gannet, he would do folded wings.
Yeah. So I'd like to know everyone's opinions on folded wings because I read or heard somewhere there was a modeler they're dead against. He did say it's only an opinion. He doesn't like folded wings because of some reason or another. I actually like folded wings, and on some things, I think like the Hawkeye that I'm doing, because they fold, the wings fold like that, and because they fold them the second they get on the carrier deck, they fold those wings up immediately, which means all the exhaust from the engine is now being deposited on the bottom of the wing. So when you paint the wing, obviously you're going to paint all the smoke coming out of the engine exhaust, don't you? But you also need to paint it underneath the wings going outwards because of the way the wings fold. And I love that.
You know, there's no stopping Father Christmas, is there?
No. No matter what you do, you can move house and not tell him your new address and he'll still come after you.
Lord Peter, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. What can I say that I haven't said already about Lord Peter?
Be careful what you ask for, Terry.
I'm not asking for anything.
This is one of those things. It's like that Sean Locke. He says, be careful what you ask.
I'm going to make a thing of this now. Every time we get a super chat or anything like that, I'm going to go, meow.
Maybe you should have a video.
By the way, this is Ace as well, if you haven't seen it. This is by a company called, and I hope, Peter, I hope you're getting sponsored by this company. It's by a company called Row Life. You get, let me get the box out because I've kept all this stuff because it's really cool. If you know about these already, sorry for me like harping on about it, but it is such a cool kit. Right, you get a box like this, right? And in there, you get 3 sheets of wood, all laser cut, and laser drawn on, whatever you call that. You pop them out, you put it all together. There's a few hundred bits here that you pop out. And then when you put it all together, it takes you a few hours, but it's really, really enjoyable. These things are incredible. And again, I have to thank Lord Peter Webster for being an absolute lunatic and sending me this. Thank you, Lord Peter, but you are certifiably insane. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. So, yeah. And this is the DR1, by the way, FOCKE, DR1, the plane that the Red Baron flew in World War I. Who is it the Red Baron had lots of fights with?
Snoopy.
Who was who?
Snoopy.
Snoopy, that's it.
Yeah.
That wasn't his actual name, though, was it?
I've got a feeling we might be on a slightly different wavelength.
Because there was the song, wasn't there? The Red Baron and Snoopy or something.
Yeah. But that comes from the Charlie Brown comics, doesn't it? Because Snoopy used to daydream his kennel was a biplane, and he was always trying to hunt down the Red Baron, but he never quite got him.
I didn't know about that. I feel ignorant now.
Yeah.
But that's ace. That's ace. Thank you again, Lord Peter. And that can stay there now and encourage everybody else.
Oh no. No. See, I've been laughing at you, Terry, and look what Lord Peter's just written.
You can't stop him.
You can't, can you? Did I tell you I moved house yesterday?
The guy's insane. Go on, Penny. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I don't think the red band was in Penelope Pitstop with Dassley. That's Dick.
That was Catch the Pigeon, wasn't it? Catch the Pigeon.
No,
the pigeon.
no. I think Penelope Pitstop. She was originally in Wacky Races, wasn't she? And
She was, but she was in Catch the Pigeon as well. I'm sure she was.
Was she?
Yeah.
I know they were all the same franchise, but no, she had her own show.
Here we go.
I think that was a spin-off of Wacky Races.
I'm looking it up now. Characters, Wacky Races. Characters. No, Catch the Pigeon. Catch the Pigeon.
I just watched that clip that
Catch the Pigeon.
Wayne did.
Right. So it was called Dastardly and Muttley in their flying machines. So was Penelope Pitstop in that? Let's have a see.
Is it possible to download it? Oh, have I just muted you? No, I haven't. Is it possible to download clips?
Clips of?
Like, well, Wayne Welly's just made a clip. Can I download? Is there any way for me to download that?
For you to download it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you post it on his channel, then you type into Google YouTube downloader. There's loads of websites that let you download from YouTube.
Yeah, I know how to download YouTube videos. I didn't know if you could do it with clips.
I'm probably going to get myself in trouble for saying that.
If we did some editing, turned that into a separate video, just edit out what we don't need, and then you could put it on you could upload it to your channel and play it every time someone does a super chat.
Yeah.
Or something. See, this is the trouble. I don't know if I like this clip feature, because you do anything embarrassing, people immortalize it forever then, don't they?
Right, I've totally forgot. I've totally forgotten what I was doing now. So I need to get this.
Well, I know what I'm about to do. And that's disappearing. What should we say?
Where's my geeks? Right, we're nearly at the stage where I can get this fuselage put together. So I am going to just gently fit this in here. I think that fits. No, it doesn't. It goes right up here. Oh, another excellent fit again. Oh, Airfix, you are just rocking. Let me change my camera around. This is just glorious. Absolutely glorious. Right, let's show you this fit here again. So ignore the crappy paintwork around there. I'm going to tidy it all up. Let me lift that up, get this up close. Hopefully it's going to focus in. Let me show you the fit on this is sublime. Let me go and put manual focus on. One day I'm going to put it on a shortcut on my right. If you look back there, have we got this close enough in? Right, so that's the back support there. Absolutely fits flush against the ring marker that's in the fuselage. So if I bring this back around the front, now there's your viewfinder there, where you're going to drop. Yeah, ignore the crappy paint. And there's a rod that fits through. I tell you, I've built a lot of models where things come from the bottom and go through. It just doesn't match up. So that's where the pilot would lean down and look through that viewfinder. And it fits all the way along, absolutely spot on. Everything fits. And this is all multiple part. You've got a part there that's separate. All these parts are separate. And you know when you're going along and you're gluing stuff, that eventually you put something slightly out of place that just doesn't fit in the fuselage. This is just perfect. And I'm not the world's greatest modeler. So you know, you've got to imagine, for me to get this and it's all fit, it's got to be a great model kit. It's got to be. I would easily compare this as good as anything Tamiya's done from that age, without a doubt. Right, do you think I'll get that check from Airfix now, Penny?
You've done an awful lot to get that check, haven't you? If you do get it, at least you can say you've earned it.
Lord Peter Master says, be careful what you ask for, Terry. Oh my goodness. Wayne Welly says, I know what I want Santa to bring me. Yay, Turpitz toddler, go for it. Lord Peter Webster,
seriously, Turpitz.
Yeah, but Lord Peter didn't. You know, the one thing I've asked Lord Peter for, he didn't get me 6 foot blonde.
Right. No, if somebody, right, I don't know what I've got, but I'm not going to end up doing it. I bought the Turpitz and the Bismarck, and I bought some aftermarket wooden deck, and I gave some of it away, but I can't remember what I gave away. So I might have given the Bismarck away and I've still got the Turpitz. Or I might have given the Turpitz away and I've still got the Bismarck. But I think I'm pretty sure I've still got the Turpitz. So drop me a message, whoever it is was after it. And I can't see any reason why you couldn't have it. Because it's just sitting on a shelf for me. And if I'm going to build a ship, I'm going to build a Hornet before I build a Turpitz.
Well, if you build a ship, you've got to motorize it, Penny.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you do.
No, I'm not a motorizer.
I tell you, once you've motorized your first model kit, especially ships, because it's easy to find a pond or a river to run them on.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Unlike
I genuinely don't want to.
Take a look back on my channel. Look at the S100 that I did,
No,
running
honestly,
up and down the River Ouse in York.
Honestly,
right?
I don't.
And
I
you
don't.
will want to do it. Take a look
No.
at the submarine, the V2C that I had running up and down the River Ouse, chasing canoeists and boats. It was just great.
No, I honestly don't want to.
One of the best days out I've ever had. The looks on people's faces when they saw this little submarine heading towards them. It was at that point I realized I should have put working torpedoes in it.
Working torpedoes?
Yeah, because you can. There's
quite little explosive ones.
Well, there's a few people on YouTube who have done the Revell 1 to 72. And bearing in mind, the 1 to 72 V2C is well over a meter long, right? So yes, it's a hefty piece of kit. And they put working torpedoes in it because you can just make a mechanism on springs and use cigar tubes. You know the aluminium cigar tubes that you can get?
Yeah.
They've used those with like a gas bottle in the back. So when it releases, the gas bottle goes and shoots across the pond or the river or whatever you're using your submarine on. It's just an insane level of detail that's just amazing. I wish I could show you what I was on about on here, but I'd get in trouble with copyright. I really would. Dominique's joined us as well. Dominique, evening at Lord Peter Webster. Welcome aboard, Dominique. You're more than welcome to join us on the panel as well. Link posted to the top of the chat. Swiss Speed says, was the Red Baron in Penelope Pitstop with Dastardly, yeah. Wayne Welly, yes, he did, Penny. Swiss Speeds, I may be thinking of Dick Dastardly. I think Penelope Pitstop was only in Wacky Races.
No, she did have her own TV show. I know that one. Right, so I think I have ruined my engine.
Am I still with you, Penny?
Yeah, you're still with me. I don't know about the others.
Okay, something disconnected there, and I don't know what it was. Wayne Welly says Snoopy on his kennel chasing the Red Baron. Wayne Welly says there is a YouTube thing to get clips. Swiss Speeds do anything embracing, like trying to jump on the hotel bed that is too high.
Yes, yes.
Wayne Welly says I'm a menace at clipping, especially on Twitch.
Yes, yeah, was it you who got? Was it you? I know clipping on YouTube, Twitch is easy, isn't it? No, was it you who got the clip of Terry trying to kill himself with a mosquito?
Oh, thank God they stopped punishing me with that. I got to tell you. Andy Preston says, "Cool, Terry." Lord Peter Webster, hi James. Tony's in the house. Chubberton Junction, welcome back, mate. I got to go, Terry. Taxi of Dad needed. Oh, okay, mate. I'll catch you later. Safe journey, buddy. Wayne Welly, I heard Bismarck. Rob the Builder says, didn't Dernitz have that same question? Do I have the Tirpitz or the Bismarck?
Well, I originally what I wanted to do was when Hachette brought out the Bismarck, I wanted to do the same scale model, and then I came up with the idea. I did a little bit of research, and the Tirpitz, I didn't know at the time that the Tirpitz and the Bismarck was the same class of ship. And there's most of the differences between the ships you can't actually see externally, can you? Like, is it the Tirpitz has got thicker armor, which obviously makes it heavier.
Yep.
So to replicate that, you put a load of weight in the bottom of the hull, don't you? So that it sinks a little bit lower and so that it has a higher water line. But I think there's little differences, like one of them's got some cranes on top of some of the guns. I think it's the Tirpitz. Was it the Tirpitz was the first one?
I don't know.
I know very little about them. I'm pretty sure that the Tirpitz was the first one. And then the modifications were done after they did ship tests on it. They said, "Oh, we don't like this, that, and the other," and they modified it for the Bismarck.
Yeah. When I get around to building one myself, I'll do the research on it. Right now, my head's full. Okay, I'm going to drop a link to my mate Ron Edson. He's gone live now, so if you want, I mean, there's loads of entertainment on YouTube tonight. But if you want to go throw them some support and give a little thumbs up over on my mate's channel who's just gone live. Much appreciated. Thank you, everyone. That's the link I've just posted there to Ron Hetton Modelling Group. He's standing in for Sprue and Glue tonight, who's feeling under the weather. So head over there, show a bit of support. Paul Price has joined us as well. Morning, Paul
Price. How are you?
The Aussie contingent is strong today. What else have I missed out? Rob the Builder says there's a similar thing with the Scharnhorst and Gneisenau. The differences are pretty minor.
Yeah.
I was going to do something then, I forgot. Lord Peter West says his chat box is all over the place, struggling to keep track. I am too, mate, but I'm rubbish at doing chat anyway. Okay, once again, the link is posted to the top of the chat window. If you fancy coming on panel tonight and you've got a blue spanner, you can do. If you're at a desk making something, building something, come and join us. And we are streaming in glorious 1080p to all of the platforms as usual this Thursday night. We lost Instagram a little while ago because they've still got the bug with only being able to stream to their platform for an hour.
Oh, is that bug, is it?
Yep. But we are still live on Twitter, X, and Twitch, and of course YouTube. And also, when you're a Blue Spanner and you join us on the panel, you can stream this to your own channel and get some view hours in if you're heading towards monetization. Always worth it. Right, I've absolutely forgotten what I was going to do next. I need to finish off the weathering on the cockpit before I do the final glue on this. So I'm going to get some reference photos of the radios.
Well, I'm just flitting between one thing and another to avoid doing what I need to do next.
Stuka radio cockpit. There we go. Let's get some reference photos up. Images. There we go. There's the radios. Perfect. Oh, wow. So the radios were painted grey and all the dials were in black, like a light grey. Okay. We can do that. Let's go, and hopefully I won't spill any more paint. I pray to God I don't spill any more paint. Trip into town to buy more paint, methinks. As you can see by the big stain there, I spilt a full pot of chrome silver earlier. Where's my brush? There it is. Let's go. It's mixed up. There's about a million shades of grey you could use on this, to be honest. And I'm guessing the greys that we used on the interior weren't matte, they'll have been gloss. But as to my are pretty crap at labeling their paints, I'm not going to make a mistake and use something that's wrong. So I'm going to stick with this light grey matte that I've used throughout. Make sure it's all nice and mixed, nice and fluid. It's quite warm in the shed now, so this is going to dry up real quick. So I need to get these painted even faster. So here we go with the light grey. Oh, bring my glasses down and just gently shift that out of the way. I should have looked at the reference photos first. That would have helped. All right, so paint all of this grey. This is going to want 2 coats. So I need to be quick here because this is drying really, really quickly. If you don't get to it fast, it'll bubble and look absolutely cack. It's the time of the night where it usually goes quiet because we need to get some modelling done. I mean, that's the purpose of the channel, really. But keep chat going, and I will catch up with it in a moment. Okay, come on. Faster, faster, faster. This is drying far too quickly. What I should have done is watered it down and done numerous quotes. Is my audio still coming through, Penny?
As what?
I'm just asking if my audio is still coming through because somebody keeps on.
I can't hear you, Terry.
Yeah,
you're coming through absolutely fine. Well, I can hear you anyway. I mean, for all I know, the other guys can't hear you. And they're sitting there going, that's nice, bit of peace and quiet.
The thing is, I've invited everyone to start playing games now, haven't I?
Yeah. You are that kind of person that you just enjoy a bit of a chill and a laugh.
Oh, well, Carl gets me on it every time when he goes, oh, you're muted. I always
Do they?
give him buttons and everything.
I think Natasha does that to me sometimes. Because she knows sometimes things just default back to things that, for some reason.
Natasha's joined us as well, by the way. I missed it in chat earlier on. She
Yeah.
was busy gibbering about something else. So apologies for that, Natasha. Welcome aboard, my dear. You know where the link is.
Yeah. Right, listen, I'm going to go and take 5 minutes to fill up.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
I don't care.
Okay, buddy, no worries. I'll keep gibbering like an idiot. So, just joined us. I am continuing the build of the JU87B Stuka from Airfix. And have I told you yet what a glorious, glorious kit it is? It is just awesome. 1976 mold. and it's as good as they get for that era. Just absolutely stunning. I'm loving every second of this build. Not for one moment have I thought of putting it down and moving on to another build. I mean, we've got four or five builds going on at the moment, but this one has really got my attention. It is a if you're in danger of losing your mojo, this brings it back. Mind you, I wasn't really in danger of losing my mojo, but this has just increased it. And I'm not going to move away from this at all. I am going to finish it in one foul swoop and not move on to any other projects until this is done. More by luck than judgment, I found the correct grey for this. On the Humbrol comparison charts, it gives you 5 or 6 different greys for the grey that you're supposed to use. But this is much more like the interior grey that you would have on a Stuka that I'm using right now. And it's the Tamiya, well, I feel it is anyway. It's the Tamiya Light Sea Grey that I've got going on here. And you might know this colour from if you've done any Navy aircraft from World War II. Oh, that looks absolutely spot on. Okay, one more coat on that once it's dry, and we'll be cooking on gas. In fact, no, I don't like that. I don't like that colour, to be honest. I'm going off it now it's drying. I think we'll go back to the other grey, which was, where's it gone? Is it under there? There it is. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the other grey. Change my mind now. Now it's dried. It's dried a totally different colour than when I was putting it on. Here it is. So that's the one I'm going to use next. The neutral grey once that's dry. Because that's what I've used on the rest of it. So I'll go with that. Right, leave that there. Let it dry a little bit. Then I'll put that other grey on. Right, let me catch up with the chat, baby. Where did I get to? Paul Price says, morning all. Teresa Smith says, hi, Paul. Lord Peter Webster says, hi, Paul. Paul Price says, morning, Teresa. Lord Peter. Crafting Bud Jemima says, hi, David. More than welcome to join us, Tasha. David Markey, hello, Paul. Then I put my link in to Sprue and Glue's regular stream on a Thursday. I keep on thinking it's Friday tonight, and it's not. It's Thursday, isn't it? So head over there if you fancy something different to watch. Sprue is poorly at the moment, so Ron Hetsam is taking the seat tonight for Sprue. Paul Price says, morning, David M. Rob the Builder says, there's a similar thing with the Scharnhorst and Gneiss now. It did that one. Paul Price says, no building this morning. Sorting out all the stuff I got from Pete Scale Modelling yesterday. Oh, nice one, mate. Paul Price says, morning, Dom. Rob the Builder says, I have to disappear for a while. Get ready for the day. I'll leave the channel open. Hopefully you're still on when I get back. Quite probably, Rob. Wayne he says, you had some really nice stuff from Peter. Oh, yes. Paul Price says, I got a car boot full, Wayne. Oh, geez, I'm so jealous now. Paul Price says, plus the Dam Buster. Yeah, okay. Smith Speed said, at Lord Peter Webster, at Little History wants a 6-foot blonde. Won't he be surprised when Sven turns up on his doorstep? Wayne Welly, I did see. Okay, Wayne Welly, I did notice a BMW kit, Paul. Wow. In case you didn't know, Pete's moving to Thailand, and he's got to get rid of all his stuff. So, nice one, Paul. Wayne Welly says, it was an M5. Wayne Welly says, so is Penny offering a Tirpitz or a Bismarck? As didn't quite get what she meant. I didn't either, but we'll find out when she comes back. She's gone to have a little puff, I think. Crafting Budgie Mama, full chat up. Phil, chat up. No, Natasha. I've done all the chat tonight. In fact, the last 2 days I've done chat. My chat dolly's disappeared on me. Wayne Welly says, we do that anyway. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. We've got 22 watching. That's not so bad. There's loads of people live tonight, loads of other channels, and I don't mind sending people over there. There's enough room for everybody on YouTube. But if you stay with us, thank you so much for staying with us. I'm not averse to that. I'm not trying to send anyone away. I get told off all the time for sending people to other channels. Natasha, get yourself on panel. Wayne, get yourself on panel. There, you shut up now. Right. Come on, dry. I need that to dry before I do anything else, to be honest. My phone pinged just now. I hope it's not work. Which pocket was my phone in? There we go. Let me check my phone. It's the worst thing about... Oh, no. Message from my doctor. You're more than welcome, Natasha. And I've run out of coffee. Someone put kettle on. Right, let's do this. Wash my brush out. And redo the grey. There we go. Where's the tissue? There we go. That. Put the lid back on that one. And neutral grey. Here we go. Neutral grey. I think it's not a lost cause, this, because yeah, I've got to overcoat it, but I've done it in a grey, so it'll only need one coat, he says. Here we go then. Let's give it one coat. Glasses down. There we go. Perfect.
Well, I hope room 218 isn't occupied at the moment in this hotel.
How do you know that?
They've just had some idiot trying to get in their room.
Really?
Yeah, me. It was a room. It was a room I was in last. I just come up the lift, gone to 218 and tried to get the key. And I'm going, what's the matter with this key? And I'm trying the door and everything. And then I'm like, oh, it's 218. I'm not in 218.
Well, one of the worst things about working in a hotel is when you're doing maintenance, obviously you've got to knock on the door and shout maintenance a few times. Maintenance, hello.
Maintenance.
Knock on the door, like you wait 30 seconds, knock on the door again, maintenance. And then you're allowed to enter the room, and you open the door a little bit, not fully, and you say maintenance again, and then enter the room if you don't get an answer. But sometimes when I'm in a rush and I've been told by reception that the room's empty, I won't bother doing that. I'll just walk in. And the amount of times I've opened the door a little bit and you can hear the bed going. So you make a quick exit. Yeah. Right, I'm happy with that. That's absolutely banging.
Oh, I can't bend over. I'm too old.
You just reminded me of another Monty Python clip. Bring out your dad. Bring out your dad.
Yeah, that'll be me.
I'm not dead. Oh, cracking that. Absolutely cracking.
I get the impression you quite like that, Stuka, Terry.
Look, Penny, it is the best build I've done in such a long time. Just everything is brilliant about it. All the detail. Okay, pro builders will probably pick me to bits, but I don't care.
Oh. Oh. Oh no.
Okay, we don't get a lot of viewers on the live streams. You know, not as many as we would do if we did a standalone video of the build from start to finish. But this is more raw for me. This is like real.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it fulfills number one, doesn't it? Number one rule, you're having fun.
And you know, there's no cheating going on. It is as it is. It's warts and all. If I screw up, I screw up. If I spill a pot of paint, you're going to see it live. And it does happen. None of it's deliberate. And I'm sure it's happened to us all. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone at one point or another has managed to chop their fingers off with a remote control propeller.
Can't say I have. Normally, my trick is stabbing myself with a craft knife blade.
That was, mate, that was so funny though. Even though it hurt.
It wasn't at the time, though, was it?
But when I thought about it afterwards, like, because obviously I watched the video back to see everyone screaming in the chat, going, "It's moving, it's moving! Get your fingers out of the way! You're going to hurt yourself." And I'm going, 10%, 20%, 30%, increasing the power to the motor, and then it just shot off. God, I was so embarrassed.
You were caught up with excitement, were you? You didn't even notice what it was doing.
I just couldn't believe the power of those motors. It was amazing.
Right.
It was weighted down as well. I don't.
How loud is this in relation to the stream?
Can't hear anything.
Can you not?
No. Was it compressor?
Yeah. It's only a little compressor, but
I can't hear it at all.
Okay, it's got little rubber feet, but all the rubber feet do is it just enables it to jump from one place to another. You'll be doing a bit of airbrush, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, "Where's my air compressor? Oh, it's over there, the other side of the room." Oh.
Okay, I
thought that was loud. Right.
I'm well happy with it.
Some paint mixing.
I don't think there's anything else in Airfix's 1 to 24 range that I haven't done. I think there's only the Harrier, but I don't think they've re-released that one.
Ooh.
By the way, gang, tonight's stream will be going till around about 10 p.m. It'd be lovely if everybody could stick with us till that time, but I know a lot of us have got work tomorrow, so if we do lose you, have a great day tomorrow, and I hope you're enjoying what you're getting tonight, because I know I am loving this, absolutely loving it. And don't forget, my mate Ron is streaming tonight, so I've dropped the link in a couple of times in the chat, just to read up if you want the link. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, by the way, Penny, Mr. Peep.
Yeah.
Had a fight today.
No. Did he win?
Yep. I was sat having my break. If people don't know what Mr. Peep is, just go to my channel and look for the shorts, Mr. Peep. And Mrs. Peep turned up.
Oh.
So, Mr. Peep.
Did she save the day?
Hey?
Did she save the day?
No, Mr. Peep was having a fight with Mrs. Peep. It was a full-on battle. They were like mid-air, like
Did
two.
she forget his? Did she forget his birthday?
You what?
Did she forget his birthday? Her birthday?
I've seen that like it. I mean, I fancy giving you guys a sneak peek, actually. Okay, sneak peek of Mr. Peep coming up. Stick with it. I need to download it first. Hang on. Excuse me. Content. Right, where is it? I'll give you guys a sneak peek. That's what I'll do. Sneaky peek. I've not put this up on my channel yet, so you guys get to see this first. Download. There we go. Right. Present. I'm not going through OBS tonight, so OBS tonight, so I need to do it as a present. All right, here we go. Video file. Show files. Right, this is the first time. This is before it goes out on the channel as a short. I'm going to show you this one now. Downloads. There we go. Are you ready? Yes, here we go.
The Peeps, Mrs. Peep and Mr. Peep. And here we go. Here you go, mate. You want some? Come on, Mrs. Peep. We got both of them together today. Amazing. Are they going to take it in turns? Here we go. There you go.
Oh, they are going for it, aren't they?
Amazing.
Have it.
Don't be fighting.
You didn't put the bins out like I told you to.
They're marital.
There you go. Paul Price says the Harrier was released in 2022 with new decals. Right, I think I'm going to have to get that. This is, like I say, this Stuka's just amazed me. Natasha says she's waiting on a carer and doesn't want to disturb the stream. Okay, Natasha, no worries. Paul Price says he's looking forward to the 124 Epic Stuka arriving down under. Mate, can't recommend it enough. I really can't, genuinely. I mean, I think I made a bit of a blunder by advertising the Sky Raider as a 10 out of 10 kit because it has its problems. I know that Rob is more than happy with it, but I found I'm not there as far as professional modeling goes yet, so, and I tend not to read instructions. I'm terrible at it. But yep, the Stuka, just awesome. Well, yeah, there's flash on this Stuka, but it's not a problem. We've all dealt with flash before, but I'm just happy with the fit of it. The fit's just sublime. Andy Preston says, Terry, the instructions are better than the Stuka on the Harrier. I'm gonna have to wait though because I've spent up at the minute. I've got 1, 2. There's 3 summer projects coming up, so that's it. And I think after I've done this Stuka, I am gonna do the from Hobby at 1 to 18. That's coming up as well. That's going to be full remote control there. That one. Natasha says she's had fun for half an hour with Pikachu. He got out of his cage now, in with Sunny. Natasha's been posting some great videos of bird budgies. They're getting some serious views on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
You have to rename you Dancing Budgie Mama. Right. This should be dry now. I'm ready for some blackening. Let's go for it. I need my littlest brush. Or I might even use the old cocktail stick. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to use. So let's dibby dab that on. Come on, paint, come down to the end, please.
Oh.
This isn't working. So I need a really skinny brush. Not you. You. Wash you out. Put the lid back on the silver because I faffed that up, didn't I? Royally. No, that's the grey. There's the silver lid gone. You there? No. That's green. What did I do with my silver lid?
I'll get this just right.
No, that's wrong. I don't like the silver lid. What have we done with it? Dark grey. There it is. Silver, put you on. Right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wash that brush out just now, didn't I? There it is. Right.
Still splattering.
Right. Blick. Blick. Alright, I have to be so careful when I'm doing this. So fiddly. If I don't get it right first time, I'm just going to start again. So, right, where's that reference picture gone? Reference picture. We've got blacks. Yeah, so the dial as well, black. Might even go in there with a bit of white. Realistically, these should have been decaled, so I'm not going to hold it against Airfix because, again, 1976. Not happy with that, but I can tidy it up. Right, the lower one. Right, I want black on that. Your compressor is so quiet, Penny.
Is it really? I think it's noisy as anything.
Come on, compare that to mine.
Trouble is, it does move about. The vibrations, it's got 4 tiny rubber feet, and the vibrations makes it move about.
If you can't see this, I will be doing a close-up on it so you can see how fiddly this painting is. And I've got the highest magnification on my little goggles as I can have. Right, I think I've got this about bang on. Just a little bit more. I'm on. And I've stopped talking because even the slightest breathing, I just knock my brush out. So that's fine. And then I can just touch in on the bits where I've actually gone onto the rest of the radio where I didn't want to go. There we go. You.
I don't know if I was actually showing.
You have to forgive me, Penny. I'm not actually looking at the screen right now.
It's okay. But I'm liking the colour.
Okay.
And I've just painted all over my finger.
You see what I'm looking at here? Let me try and... can you actually present a web page through StreamYard? Hang on.
Yes.
Present.
You may have to open it up in a browser window and present the window.
Oh, I can share screen. Hang on. Here we go. There we go. So those are the radios in the Stuka. That's an actual real photo. So let me just go back to the browser and hang on a minute. Where is it? Stuka cockpit. And zoom.
Hey, that's copyright.
Okay. Right. Stop screen. Present. Share screen. There we go. Andy Preston's asking, Terry, would you ever think of building the Airfix Classic 124 Bentley? I mean, I've always wanted to do a classic car, to be honest, but my bucket list one would have been the Atlantique from, you know, God, the name. I'm so old. Hang on, my brain's not working. Bugatti Atlantique. That is something that I would actually love to build, but I don't think anyone's done a decent enough kit of it, to be honest. In fact, I'm thinking of the entirely wrong car. Let me bring it back up. Hang on. So stop sharing. Remove. There we go. Let me find what I was on about. Bugatti. Was it the antique? I'm sure it was. Let me have a look. No, that's the one. Is that the one? No, that's the one there. Yeah, the Bugatti 57 SC Atlantic Coupe. That's what I would absolutely. I would, yeah. I just think it's the most beautiful car ever made. Let me bring this picture up. View file. There we go. Unlock it.
Right, I'm calling that done.
Let's have a look. That's a lovely shade of yellow.
Do you like that? So what I've done, I need tan. So I've taken either 4 or 5 parts radome tan and 1 part RAF middle stone. And I don't know if that is tan, but if I sat out in the sun and turned that color, I wouldn't be unhappy.
All right, that.
It'll do, won't it? I mean, by the time I put washers and oils on, it's not going to look that color anyway.
There we go. I want a model of that.
Right. So
Bugatti Type 57 Atlantique. Beautiful work of art car.
oh, I got myself caught up in cable wire. Right, I need to cut now.
But I am now going to look up that. Oh, Natasha, welcome aboard, darling.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the big stage this Thursday evening, the one, the only, latest internet superstar, together with her budgies. It's Natasha, everybody.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
How's your diamond dots coming along?
I haven't done any for a couple of days, believe it or not.
Really?
Time volume up. But I was still in the same spot as last time. So, yeah, one of them. I've had bloody fun for half an hour with Pikachu.
Has your carer been around then, Tash?
Yeah, she's been round just before. About 10 to she came.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. I just wasn't well last night, so.
Right.
But I'm recovering. A lot better than I were.
Yeah, I missed you last night.
I know, everyone was asking where I were, but at the time I couldn't respond.
Right.
So.
Yes, Andy, totally agree. But I've always had a thing about it ever since being a kid.
Oh, nice.
Such a rarity and such a beautiful car. It's just, again, bucket list. Let me just look up the Bentley now, the 124 Bentley, Airfix Bentley. Let's have a look at this.
How are you, Penny?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Good.
Oh, my cat. So my webcam software. I think you spotted this one already, haven't you? So Terry, my webcam software.
Yeah.
It knows the difference between movement and a person. Right. So obviously a movement is anything that moves on screen.
Yeah.
A person is a large simultaneous movement of a large area, isn't it?
Yeah.
My cat is now so fat that when he moves, it now actually it sends me a message going person detected.
Yeah, Andy, I've just had a look at that Bentley. That looks like a cracking kit, but the 120 to 175 quid price tag scares the living hell out of me.
Yeah, it would do with me.
Oh, hang on. There's a 1 to 12 scale and a 1 to 24. I'd have to go for the 1 to 12, and that's like
300, 400 quid.
Hang on a minute, I don't get this. Right, shopping. Let me go shopping. Andy, you sure you didn't mean the 1 to 12 one? Because I can't see a 1 to 24.
I think it is 1 to 12 because I'm pretty sure that got mentioned at some point when I was doing my Rootmaster.
Well, that's big enough to remote control, is that? Oh, it's glorious as well. It's beautiful. Let me have a look at scale mates. Sorry about this, everyone. You sent me down a rabbit hole. Scale mates. 1 to 12. Airfix. Bentley. I tell you, this streaming thing is an absolute double-edged sword because people suggest stuff to you. Oh, it's a 2011 release, which means it's going to be a good mold. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's a 1971 mold. It could be horrific. Have you actually built it, Andy? Yeah, so have you built that 1 to 12 Bentley? Instructions. Let's have a look at the instructions for it. Right, okay. That'll give me a better idea of what kind of kit it is. Okay, I'm going to share the screen again so you can all see this, what we're on about. Okay, let's. I'm going to present again. Share the screen. Okay, so let me go back to the page. So these are the instructions for the Bentley, and sometimes I will go to ScaleMates, just have a look at the instructions to see what you're going to be getting yourself into. So let's do some tick marks. Detailed engine, tick. There you go. Good point there. It looks great on the instructions. Fully detailed chassis, like it. They look like spoked wheel hubs. I'm guessing they'll come pre-chromed. Oops. This looks like a really good kit. Wow, me once. Okay, another model for my bucket list. Fully detailed interior. And I could absolutely get a motor fitted inside that motor. A real motor fitted inside the motor assembly. Let me go back up. Where's the motor gone? Yeah, and I could use some Tamiya RC parts for the diff. Yeah, to my RC parts would fit for the steering as well. But where would I put the servos?
I'm sure you could hide them somewhere.
Thing is, it's an open cab. So
okay, in that case, good luck.
well, it would only need one servo for the steering, and that I'm guessing I could hide either in or underneath the engine.
But inside the engine.
Yeah, doable. I'd have to get my hands on one first, though. And it won't be this year. I've got enough builds. Oh, look at that. Oh, Penny, look at that.
Nice, isn't it?
Beautiful. That's back when cars were bloody cars. None of this electronic bloody engine management systems that put you into limp mode as soon as it sniffs a little bit of carbon.
Oh, tell me about that on my buses. Bloody limp mode.
Well, look, poor girls at work. Her engine went into limp mode because it detected something not right in the engine. Yeah, okay, fine. But you don't want to be doing 30 mile an hour on a frigging motorway.
Our buses, when they go into limp mode, it just really affects the acceleration. I mean, 'cause it's not like we have a high top speed in the first place, is it?
Oh, yeah. So hang on. So Andy, I was right. They come pre-chromed wheels then. Yeah. So bleach the chrome off.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got, talking about chrome, you'll like this, Penny. I'm going to make you happy.
Make me happy?
Yep,
Can't imagine it. Is that playing with the watch? Is that you, Natasha?
Yeah.
Yeah, we aren't
checking-
keeping you,
checking
are
my
we?
stuff.
Right, here we go. I've just put my mankini on.
Yeah, Mankini. You haven't. I know what you've done. I know what's happened.
You know exactly what I've done. So I couldn't get my hands on any of the Outlaw chrome.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
what
you
about
got
it?
yourself a diamond painting.
No. I have got. Ta-da!
Yes. Nice.
The AK Super Chrome, and I'm absolutely. I'm going to do a full demo of this to see
If
how.
I don't catch your
you are.
demo, please feed back to me what it's like. Because at the moment, my choice of metal is Vallejo metal color. But
People have been raving about this all across the interwebs. And you know me, I will test this live on the stream. I won't do a standalone video where things can be faked and polished up so the companies send you more free stuff.
yeah.
I couldn't give a monkeys about
You've
this.
you've actually had to pay for that yourself.
Yep.
You
20
are allowed to therefore be honest.
20 quid. More super chats, please.
Be careful what you wish for. Peter Webster might still be watching.
No. I'll send it straight back if he does it again. But thing is, even if I send it back, YouTube will still take 35% of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How mental is that?
Yeah. Right. So this
But anyway,
is a
all
mock-up.
support is genuinely appreciated.
That is a mock-up of what me inside of me bus will look like.
So is it all actually fitting together now?
Yes.
Because I know you're having problems with flash and all that
Oh,
kind of
it's
stuff.
flash and there's pin marks everywhere. As you can see from that, I've just done so much removal, but it's actually come off pretty nice. And the sink marks, because they're not too shallow, I've actually got away with drilling them out rather than filling them. Just drilled around the whole area. Like that.
That's a lot of injection marks, though, isn't it, for that one piece?
It is. There's about 15 or 20 on that one piece.
Andy Preston says he uses Mr. Hobby Chrome super light coats to build the mirror effect. Okay. I mean, I've seen that demoed, but every demo I've seen of that, it doesn't look, I'm not picking or anything, each to their own. The demos I've seen online, and when you're spending like 20 quid for one of those, you don't want to be going overboard getting 6 or 7 brands that you're just not sure of, because the people I've seen use the Mr. Hobby online, it doesn't look as good as this or the Outlaw Paints one. The Outlaw Paints one blew me away. It's just, you can tell how good it is because you just can't get it. The first shipment of paints that came out with this country sold out in 5 minutes. It's like,
but in all fairness, how much of that is to do with the fact that it's new?
And it was heavily promoted by Moz as well, let's not forget.
Yeah.
I think he did about 4 episodes just on Outlaw Paints. So, but still, I've seen it on Pete's channel, Oscale Models, and that motorbike he did, I'll say it again, just unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Penny.
What?
Lord Peter, he was still here. I'm going to go now. All enjoy the rest of the stream. See you all next time. TC all good night. Peter, thank you so much for joining us, mate, and thank you for your continued support. It really is appreciated. Now, let me go camera up. So goodbye to Lord Peter. Just say goodbye to Lord Peter.
See, I think Lord Peter, he tells you he's going, but he's actually got you on in the background listening for things you might say, oh, I could really use such and such.
Let me I've got to do this as well now. Hang on. If you have not subscribed to Lord Peter yet, he is our community's. How many times? Oh,
He's better than Father Christmas because Father Christmas only comes once a year. And that's down the chimney.
And Lord Peter comes all year round.
All year round.
Vaguely smutty.
Oh, no.
Right, that's Lord Peter's channel. Head over there, give it a subscribe, please. He's our community's Father Christmas, and he supports so many of the new YouTubers that are out there, you know, and it's appreciated. It is so appreciated. Thank you, Peter. Oh, I'm about to smoke on YouTube. They don't like it. They don't like it. Nip'em.
So the reason why I'm bigger than everyone else.
Yeah, because we were watching your bus build.
Are you just winding me up?
No, I'm waiting for you to find a part that just doesn't fit, and then you throw the model through the wall.
I'm close to it anyway. I'm smoking twice as much as I normally smoke with this model.
You know, having a temper tantrum online gets you way more viewers.
I know, but I don't do temper tantrums online. Although I have been tempted to swear once or twice. I'll admit that. I do like it. I do like it. This is how it's going to come out.
Wow.
I don't like that bit of the back, but it's nice. And there's going to be some grey benches. And what I'm thinking about doing, these slats going across there.
Did that bit actually fit flush there, that upright that you just put on?
Well, the upright like this one.
I saw like a 2 mil gap at the side.
No.
Oh, that's okay.
Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. The reason there's a gap is because I'm not holding it properly. Once you clean it all up, it's perfect.
Our John Alex been a bit under the weather recently. John Alec, I hope you're feeling good, mate. I know what you're going through, and my thoughts are with you, buddy. I don't believe it. Victor Meldrew. Yeah, thanks for joining us, mate. Andy Preston by Peter. Wayne Welly, Night Peter. Teresa says, Night Peter. And there is the link for Lord Peter Webster's channel. Head over there, give him a sub.
Oh. King Bob.
King Bob.
Sorry. That was for you to say, not me.
Ladies and gentlemen from the United States of America, would you please welcome to the stage Mr. Bob Boosking. Welcome aboard, sir.
Good evening. I just stopped in for a minute to hop into your super chrome conversation.
Right, if you didn't believe me about super chrome, here we go. Look at this. Hang on, I'm going to put Bob on big. Let me get my act together. Right, here we go.
This chrome was all stripped and done with the AK Super Chrome.
I'm going to assume that AK Super Chrome is lacquer.
No, it's alcohol. It's an alcohol ink, is what it is.
What? So it's water based, is it? Non-toxic.
You'll clean your brushes and whatnot with alcohol.
Yeah, wow.
They sell a super chrome
basically, I treat it.
It's alcohol. It's just IPA alcohol.
Yeah. So I basically
just slightly
treat it the same way. So I'm going to treat it the same way as I treat my acrylics.
Yeah, you can brush paint it or you can spray it.
Yeah, I'm talking about clean up. And it's not going to stick.
Alex, you can join us anytime you want, mate. That's fine.
And it's not going to kill my cats.
No, you clean it with isopropyl alcohol.
Wow.
Clean it out of your airbrush or clean your hairy sticks with it. You get the best chrome results for it if you do a black base, but you don't have to. You can paint it right over whatever color you want. It's basically an improved pen ink.
Oh, you were cutting out then. I missed half.
Yeah, we're not getting the best view of that, Bob. It's just slightly out of focus, the card. And I think
see if I can
to sell us all on the product, I think it's got to be really in focus. But we get the picture.
Yeah, it's not the best camera.
Oh, there we go.
It's not the best camera.
That is beautiful. That looks like it's been dipped.
Yeah,
rather than painted.
The reflection of it now. That's better.
Yeah, and you can. It's almost. I won't say it's bulletproof, but it's real close. Again, if you screw up when you spray it, you just dip it in some alcohol and it comes right off, and you can do it over. You get the best chrome effects, the mirror finish over black, but you can paint it over whatever you want.
Yeah, but that's standard metallics, isn't it? You know, metallics you paint over a gloss black, don't you?
Right. Well, you can even do over flat. This was actually done over flat black.
Right. So if you now wanted to strip that, it's, you know, imagine it's all dried and you're like, oh no, I want to take it all off. How would you strip it?
Alcohol.
Really? What? Just soak it in alcohol?
Yeah, soak it in some like 90% IPA, and it'll come.
Wow.
It's not solvent friendly, so I usually, after I've got it done, let it dry for a day.
Right. So you couldn't paint a lacquer paint over the top.
I'll put an acrylic. Yeah. Like say here,
right.
It's not going to focus.
So you'd seal it in with an acrylic gloss if you wanted, you know, if you wanted to gloss everything over.
Then I wanted to put a black wash in there, So I did the acrylic wash.
If you want to do some kind of lacquer, spray it with an acrylic varnish first.
The same thing. The windscreen surround. That's all. Just done with the AK Super thing.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm looking for, Bob. Is I want to find a true mirror finish. Absolutely true. So I'll be doing it on a flat surface, like a flat steel surface. I'll paint it black gloss first and then do the super chrome over it. And I'll be doing the same with the brand new Outlaw paints as soon as I get my hands on it. So I'll be doing a demo full disclosure, so people can really see who's the winner, because online it seems to be a battle between AK Super Chrome and the Outlaw Paints Chrome that's just been released, the new Australian company. So I've already seen online so many demos of the Outlaw one, and it looks too good to be true. It looks like magic. It looks like voodoo.
Guys,
this one it's easy to play
shortly.
It's easy to play with. Say if you're not exactly happy, you can take it off and redo it. Or it's gonna give you better than the bare metal foil. Better reflectivity. And the nice thing is once it dries, it's a lot more durable than Alclad, or even I love the AK extreme metals, but this is more durable once it's dry because it's an ink rather than a paint.
So you just leave it for the ink to dry. You don't put a clear coat gloss on it or anything like that.
You can, but if you want to do anything over it, like say on this one, I painted. Well, you're not gonna be able to see it real well. I painted because it's a small car to begin with. I painted the insert of the grill over it with gold, clear gold,
Right.
And then I did a panel line wash to fill in all the spots that would normally be open, so to black wash it. So I put a acrylic coat of acrylic clear over it before I did any of that. After it dried for about a day.
I am literally. Hang on, let me go other screen. Hang on, there we go. I'm literally itching to take this out and give it a go right now, but I need to hang on until I get the Outlaw paint to do the comparison. And I've got so many other chromes racked up, like rattle cans that you get from the car store, you know, and none of them so far have come out anything like real chrome. So I'm just itching to get this bottle open. I really am. Bob,
My latest completion. I just finished this one this morning.
beautiful.
And, again, I apologize for my godly light behind me, but it's 3:30 in the afternoon, or 3:30 in the afternoon here. But yeah, let me do this. They're not going to show, but
Yeah, we can see it. Fully lit.
Cockpit is all lit. The blasters are lit.
Full disclosure, Bob is one of my favorite modelers on the whole of the internet because he does some stunning stuff. I would bring out all those photos again, but Bob will shout at me for keeping on bringing them out.
Yeah, you just subscribe to my channel and you can see them all.
Yeah, exactly that. Let me drop a link in for Bob's channel because it is stunning. Man after my own heart. Get the model and add your own little touch to it with lighting. Just awesome stuff. Bob, there you are.
But I just popped in because I wanted to say you're going to enjoy that Super Chrome. And it goes a long way. I've had my bottle almost a year and I'm not even halfway through it.
Please, everyone watching right now, all 30 of you, head over to Bob's channel and give it a subscribe, please, if you're not already subbed.
And give Terry a like before you go. So a little cross promotion there.
I'm okay. John Alec might be popping in as well. I look forward to that. I ain't seen John for ages, apart from one of the people's streams. Be great to see you. Bob is 100%. Coat it with an acrylic clear coat, then you can varnish it. Okay. He says also, I must say the AK Chrome is his favorite right now. A lot of people are saying that. So John, have you tried the Outlaw Paint Chrome yet? And GMC Joe Sousa is joining us in chat from Rusty, Rhode Island. Paint on Chrome is being used on show cars. All right. Okay, so they're not actually chroming them anymore. Okay. Well, the technology's got that good now. Rob has just subbed to you, Bob. Thank you, Rob.
Cool. You enjoy it.
The stuff on his channel is just sublime. I mean,
this was video number 1 on the channel. I just put that one up yesterday.
Right. I mean, I know I say it a lot, like my friends, because I stand in admiration of all the modelers that are part of this community. John Alec, all the guys, MTG. Oh my God, there's so many. And again, my thoughts are going out to Terry Senior tonight. I caught that video the other day. You know,
yeah, it's
Terry Senior has been such a great part of the community, and we've all benefited from him. So I'm going to stick a link in there as well, so you can head over there, give him a thumbs up.
I'm glad. I'm sad that he's got to go. He's going, but I'm happy that he's going on his own terms. That he decided that he wasn't going to put up with the.
I don't think he realized
for the chemo and just let nature take its course, and he's at home and hopefully he can stay with.
I don't think he realizes the massive impact that he's had on the modeling community just by bringing the two sides of the pond together. The amount of crossover from the UK and the US side on some of his streams has been insane. I mean, like, so good. Let me just put Bob a link into Hobby Barn 1 sec.
Yeah, I go way back to across the pond crossovers, back to the Google Plus days.
Right.
I've been in since the beginning. I've been part of the Styrene Addicts UK group, and also the Amazing Scale Modelers, which was featured every Saturday morning Sunday night was Saturday morning was across the pond. The Saturday morning here was Saturday afternoon for you guys.
Yeah, that's the direct link to the last video that Terry Senior put up. His channel is Hobby Barn. He's been such a major effect on internet modeling. So please head over there. He's in hospice care at his house at the moment. So I'm imagining not long to go, but our thoughts and prayers are with him. Head over there, give it a thumbs up, and leave a little comment. Just let him know. And if you've never prayed before, just say a little one. You never know. Andy's subbed as well. Thank you everyone for subbing to both Bob and
I appreciate it. And I will sub you back if I'm not subbed to you already. I have about 2,000 people I'm subbed to, so I'm probably already subbed to you. With the angelic light killing my camera, I'm going to say goodnight, and we'll see you next time.
Bob, thank you for joining us, my friend. Always a pleasure.
Have a good night.
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
Subbed.
Bob Boosking, everybody. Thank you, Bob. GMC Joe Souza says, by the way, GMC Joe Souza is an OG, one of the original people on my channel whose encouragement to do this has been awesome. GMC Joe Souza says, Counts Customs Vegas used it to save cost on bills. I still like Bad Chad's way of chroming. He gets the sticky chrome and sticks it on his bumpers. It's just genius. GMC Joe Souza saved dollars, baby. Dave Markey Night. Bob. Okay. Yeah, John, I think I told you that I ordered some from Spruebox on back order. I knew it would take a while, but Spruebox must be thinking that John's here. Ladies and gentlemen from the United States of America. Hey, he's an internet god. What can I say? John Alex Scale Modeling joining us. John, how are you, my friend?
Hey, doing good, my friend.
Good.
How are you?
Good to hear. Really good, thank you. Yeah, so this farrago about outlaw paints. I mean, there isn't any in the country right now, from what I hear. And Spruebox, thank you, Spruebox, by the way. They gave me a full refund. I mean, I'd ordered 3 bottles of the chrome from them, and because it was going to take a long time to come through, they just said, yeah, have your money back and wait till it comes into stock. So that's it now. I'll just have to wait. But it shows how popular their chrome is for it to be instantly out of stock as soon as it comes in the country.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting some of that outlaw paint. The one distributor here in the States, I hear, is going to be that place in Colorado, right? So high altitude hobbies, which is run by Brett Marquand. And
right.
But I don't. So the outlaw paints that I got from Jason sent them to Moss, and then Moss sent them to me,
right,
as a gift, which I was very grateful for. But right now, I'm using that AK. Really love it.
Yeah. I can't wait to open this box. I just can't. But I've got to wait until I get the outlaw one.
Just got a little choked up there about Terry.
Yeah, man, that hit me like a rock.
Yeah.
Because there was some positivity there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
That they might be able to do something for him in hospital, but it looks like all bets are off now.
Yeah, so. Thinking about him there, and you're right. What he has done, he's been just such a positive. Yeah. Anyways,
but he's a shining example to us all from being so ill for so long, and to keep so positive. On every single stream, you never hear anything bad. You never hear him complaining about anything. No. It's just amazing. So, if God forbid I ever become like that, I hope I can be half the brave person that he is, half the man that he is.
Right.
Really, you know, shining example. So I've said a little prayer every night now. So
Very good.
it's all we can do. And I don't care if people aren't believers in, you know, the big almighty being. What have you got to lose from saying just a little prayer? You've got nothing to lose.
Send
Never
positive thoughts, man. You know.
Absolutely. So I'm going to have to switch camera for a second because I'm going to have another cigarette.
That's what I do when I'm at home. I think I'll just go camera down now.
By the way, John, if you're unhappy with your Stuka when you start building it, get the Airfix one. It's sublime, mate. I'm getting so much mileage and pleasure out of this. It's unbelievable.
Hi, Penny. Hi, Natasha.
Hello.
Hiya.
Anyway, I was being ignorant there, John. What have you got on your bench? Would you like to show the people?
Oh, this is that F-15C from Tamiya. It's it's an older kit. It's a 1991 tooling, but we're doing there's a Discord group build. You can do an F-15 any scale, any mark, but you have to not use the box decals and stuff. So I'm waiting for mine to arrive. It's going to be a surprise. But so far, yeah, this is a great kit. I'm finally getting the fuselage together. This has not been straightforward. You can see I still got some seam line, which I've tackled with the it's like Mr. Hobby dissolved putty. It's a
I've used that. It's very nice.
Yeah, it works great. It's sort of like sprue glue, but it's putty that's in a sort of a lacquer or enamel base, and you can apply it really thin, and then you just sand it. So, yeah.
First-time viewers might be a little mystified by certain words we use, like sprue glue.
Oh, right.
John Alec, would you like to explain to us what sprue glue is?
Oh, sure. Hold on 1 second. I'll grab a couple of these. So you can take the sprue, right, of whatever plastic. So so this is Tamiya. Both of these are Tamiya. Actually, no, this is Hasegawa, right? Because Hasegawa plastic is, I think, pretty unique. It's kind of brittle, and so I've used that. So, anyways, if you just take the sprue and you add, your old dirty, this is really dirty, Tamiya extra thin. Actually, just some acetone or lacquer thinner or anything will do that.
Pure acetone will melt that. Yeah.
Tool cleaner.
Yeah. Airbrush cleaner. As long as it's going to have the ability to dissolve the plastic, and it just forms this goo, and it lasts forever. I've had this for 2 years.
I love it.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's just you're basically just dissolving the plastic into a spreadable form, right? It's like turning peanuts into peanut butter. That's basically what you're doing. So I've got gray and black. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
It looks like you're going for it with the weathering as well.
Yeah. So this is the some do pre-shading, some don't. I find this very therapeutic. I'm on the spectrum, so this is I can do this and I can just get totally lost. I get totally just locked into what I'm doing, and it just adds some variation.
Airbrush work. What airbrush do you use, John Alec?
Oh, for this?
Yeah.
This was just an Iwata. I don't even have to use so I have a hotter and steam back. This is an Iwata
That's really fine work.
It's an Iwata Eclipse. It's an Iwata Eclipse. This is a 0.35 needle. I dropped the pressure down to 10, 9, 8. You know, you can drop it down. And what that is right there is that Mr. Surfacer 1500 gray. That is one part Mr. Surfacer gray and 2 parts Mr. Color leveling thinner.
I've got to say that is really good for the price. I've just looked up the Iwata Eclipse online. They're selling currently for about £140, which is about $160, $170 currently. That's incredible.
It's half the price of the Harder and Steenbeck. I forget what the name of it is now, because I have the Iwata Eclipse, I have the Iwata Revolution, the Iwata Neo, and then the Harder and Steenbeck. Is it the Infinity? Yeah.
Yeah, because Snowy was demoing his Infinity the other day, and the lines on that you've done, I can see are already as fine as the Harder and Steenbeck.
Yep. It works great. It's my workhorse.
And the Harder and Steenbeck's what, $600?
Oh, so I think I paid $320 for it. Yeah, for the Harder and Steenbeck.
Incredible.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna try to clean this seam line up, and then reprime it and reappreciate it and get going on the camera colors. Right? Yeah.
And did you catch any of Pete's stream tonight, Scale Models?
I tried to. There was yours going, and then there was there was Pete's.
No, I'm going to catch up with Pete's later because it was quite a good subject, like the increasing cost of modeling. And,
okay. Yeah.
To be
Plus,
honest,
I was working and trying to do some family stuff, and yeah, I was kind of busy this afternoon.
I was going to dive in on it. I was going to dive in on it because with it being such an interesting subject, I was hoping to dive in and have my own take on it, because I looked online to see if prices have gone up that much, really, above inflation and things like that. And realistically, certain things have, certain things haven't. I'll give you a perfect example. Tamiya paint, right, it had shot up to like $3.99 for 10 mils, £3.99, which is about $4.50, something like that.
Yeah.
And from that top point, it's now come back down in the last couple of months, and they're currently selling in my local shop 10 mil pots of, and this is a shop, not an online store. So retail in a shop with all those overheads, they're selling the 10 mil pots of Tamiya paint for £2.49.
Oh wow!
So literally, it's come down £1.50 in the last couple of months. But model-wise, I think Japan and China-produced models have absolutely shot up, especially China-made.
Oh yeah.
Because a few months back, before the tax increase, the import tax increase, we were getting the Chinese ones. Well, I was ordering the Chinese ones, Chinese brands, at more or less cost price from AliExpress. But now when you add the import tax and look at the price after postage, you're only saving about $10 on it, £10 on anything. So if I was to get something that was £100, I'd only be saving £10 on buying it in a shop in the UK. So now I've stopped ordering the models from China, and I'm buying from shops in the UK. I don't know if you caught the streams the other week there where I showed people the Fairy Gannet that I've got and the Messerschmitt 132, all bought from my local shop and all cheaper than online, which I found absolutely stunning.
Yeah, that's maybe $3 or something. I guess that's what I pay in my local store for Tamiya. Tamiya here is pretty cheap, but
yeah. So if your Tamiya paints are $3 over there, that's about right.
Yeah.
For the comparison of £2.49 in the UK.
But if you buy it on Amazon, even though you have Prime, you go to buy a paint that you can get at $3 at the store. It's like I don't know, $7, $8. If I go on Amazon right now and try to buy some Tamiya paint, that's how much it is. And it's because even though you have Prime, the vendors will throw the shipping cost into the cost of the paint.
Well, check this out. So if I was to buy Tamiya paint from Amazon in the UK, 10 mil of Tamiya, £5.78.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Yep.
More than double the price of buying it in a local shop.
Right.
So Amazon, 0 overheads, just warehouses. Right. A shop in your local town with all the overheads, the taxes, the business tax, and everything else that goes into it. Half the price.
I think you'll find that if you're buying Tamiya paints from Amazon, it's usually someone like Jedlam, and they've got their own, and then they've got to charge postage because Amazon's taken a cut off them and the shipping, and that's why it's so expensive. Because a couple of things, like I think my extra thin I bought from Amazon, and that actually came from Jedlam invoice and everything.
Yeah, Andy Preston says it's the Infinati, the Hardman Steenbeck.
Yes. Yeah.
So does this mean we're going to see a return of the model shop to our local town after them all disappearing for so long? I do hope so.
That would be nice.
Oh, it would be great. And trust me, people, there is nothing better than going into your local model shop and just drooling over the shelves stacked to the brim of different models. I mean, we're lucky in York. We've still got 2 model shops. The world famous Monk Bar model shop, which has been going for, it must have been going for what? Because it was a toy shop originally. It must be, hang on, let me look this up. I think it's been going for about 100 years now. Let me look at this. When was Monk Bar model shop open? Go. Google knows everything. Okay.
Just gonna get a coffee.
Okay, my dear. So, Monk Bar Model Shop in York, in the United Kingdom, has been going since 1963.
Quite 100 years, though.
Wow. They're big into trains as well, but and diecast. But check out their website. I'm going to drop a link in because this is cracking. And it's embedded in the castle walls in York. So you couldn't have a better place to have a model shop.
There's a scene from Braveheart that takes place in York, right?
Its actual building is part of the walls, the city walls. I've just dropped a link in. You need to check it out. It's great. And when you go in there, their prices are literally minimum of 10% less than anything you find online. So massive shout out to Monk Bar Model Shop.
Do you think there doesn't seem to be much of a modelling community where I'm staying? And in Glasgow, you've got to travel quite a distance. There are a few model shops.
Yeah.
But then when you think Glasgow is a big old place and it's busy and there's about 3 or 4 model shops in the whole city, I don't think that's a lot. But do you think things like York, the train museum helps?
Well, York is a very tourist town. I mean, it's not tourist like Disney because all the attractions in York are real. They're like, you've got Roman walls, you've got Roman walls that were added to by the
Obviously, the attraction it's old, isn't it?
Yeah,
because that's one of the attractions with Edinburgh.
Yeah, like a lot of cities in the UK.
If Edinburgh wasn't old, we could probably get rid of it, and everyone in Glasgow would be happy then.
I would say the major. I mean, I've lived all over the country more or less, but York is the best place I've ever lived because, you know, the shopping areas. I mean, if you like to shop, it's a wonderland because the variation of different shops in the city centre is just amazing. Then you have got, you know, as far as attractions go, it's royalty of attractions. It's the National Railway Museum.
Yeah.
And let's think about this for a minute. Railways more or less started in the United Kingdom. So if you are a train person, then you come and you visit the National Railway.
Yeah, I would imagine that if you're in trains, you go to York, and then you go to the museum, and then while you're there, you're going to pop into a train shop, a model shop, aren't you?
Absolutely. But how can I explain this? It's not like going to. I'll compare it to Disneyland again, okay, or anything Disney-fied. And I've got nothing against Disney because they've done great things for entertainment over the last 100 years. So, but it's not the queuing. It's more real. There's not the queuing thing going on, apart from the Jorvik Centre in York, where the queues are just diabolical. Because you sit on a little train and you travel through time in the Jorvik Museum with all these dummies dressed up like Vikings and stuff like that. That isn't my cup of tea at all. I'm much more like real stuff. Like, oh, there's a real castle wall. Oh, look, you can see where the Romans started it and somebody else finished it over time.
Yeah.
Red brick of the Romans, and so much to see. It's just, you know, and the Minster as well, York Minster. I bet, you know, if anyone is not impressed when they walk through the Minster doors and just look up, there's something wrong with you. And the same effect with the National Railway Museum. Just to be next to one of those steam beasts that are in there, it just makes you think, oh, mankind, this is, like, you know, this is what mankind can do.
Yeah.
And that's why I've got faith in the future. People like worry about global warming and things like that. I believe, honestly, that man is such a creature that we can overcome any obstacle that's put in front of us. We can. We wanted to fly, we flew. We wanted to get to from one end of the country to the other on a steam horse, and we did. You know, the planet's in trouble. We're going electric on the cars. There's much more sustainable energy being used. You see it every day. You know, I get directives from our company. I see the emails about, you know, we've got to do more to protect the environment and do all sorts of stuff. So there's loads of stuff going on in the background. I don't think we've got a worry in the world. And then we've got God-sent people like Elon Musk. I'm sorry, but I love the guy. I think he's done more to shake up industry than any person in the history of anything. Just by being a maverick. We need Sprue to come in and tell me to shut up because I'm waffling now.
No, you're perfectly fine. That's, I think, the mensch today is that everybody is concerned about the environment for sure. You know.
Yeah. And it's got to the stage now where the deniers are just completely ignored because you can't ignore the hottest year on record ever.
Every single year.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times they always say, oh, it's the hottest year since records began.
Just ask the cavemen, right?
Yeah. But
not to make light of it, but yeah.
I'm actually, you know, I've always been a glass half full kind of guy. So I've always got faith in humanity to overcome anything. And I'm looking forward to my grandchildren wandering about Mars or another planet somewhere. I am.
Sorry, that was a slight change of subject. I was watching this comedian today, Ismo, his name is. And he was saying about one thing that annoys him is when people go, oh, they put a man on the moon, but they can't make a quiet leaf blower. And he says that's because the people who put man on the moon didn't make the leaf blower because they were too busy putting a man on the moon.
But they did invent the biro by putting the man on the moon.
What was it that they said? It went something along the lines of the Americans spent millions and millions developing a pen that could write in space. The Russians just took a pencil. Did you get that last bit?
No.
So the Americans spent millions developing a pen that could write in space. The Russians just took a pencil.
Yeah. Funny.
Right, this is starting to frustrate me now, so I am calling it a night.
Okay, my dear.
I didn't like the color. I didn't like the color or the finish of the tan, so I've made a darker mix and just brush painted it on. And then while I was at it, I put some black on, and that's roughly what my cab's looking like. Obviously, there's going to be a wall there.
Yeah, I think we're going to go shortly anyway, Penny. 5 minutes left on the stream. I did say we'd go till 10 o'clock tonight. I've got work in the morning. I'm happy that Master John Alec has joined me again tonight.
Yeah, it's always a good day when John Alec joins us, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, and he's made me want one of them ayahuascas now.
So, John, I want to ask you a question. This might fill up the last 5 minutes. I already have my answer. But would you agree it's not the airbrush, it's the skills?
John Alex muted himself. I think he's away from his desk at the moment.
All right, then. This has come up again on Facebook. Big old argument. And I kind of side.
Well, I would say that 99% of it is down to the airbrush.
Do you reckon?
Yep.
I say complete opposite.
Give me a few minutes. My oldest daughter just came over with her girlfriend, so I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay.
No problem.
John Alec, we'll be finishing in a couple of minutes anyway, mate, because we're going till 10 o'clock. So
no problem.
But thank you for joining us, John Alec. You're a star, mate. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
All right. And
Bye.
Yep. We'll see you guys. We'll see you on the next stream.
Take care.
Thank you, mate.
I'll go ahead and just sign off. Thank you.
Right, I'm going to load up the outro. Presentee. Video file. I've got nothing done tonight again.
No boy.
Well, I have actually done something tonight.
What the hell was I looking for? There we go. That's the puppy. Camera up. Oops. Don't want him playing that yet. Oh, I wish StreamYard would fix that. It should come on paused, not start straight away.
Yeah.
That camera. That camera. That camera. This camera. This camera. That one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, everyone who's been watching tonight, thank you so much. Thank Penny for joining me. Thank Carl from earlier on, and Scott, and of course John, Alex, Scale Models, and Natasha. Thank you. Back tomorrow for the big stream tomorrow. That's where we start at 6 and we don't finish till after midnight. Join us then if you. First, Penny, when are you next streaming?
That is a very good question. Wednesday, I think. Yes, Wednesday, as long as Natasha's okay. I mean, I'll still stream if Natasha's not okay, but that is obviously the big one, isn't it?
When's your next budgie video, Natasha?
Tomorrow morning.
Excellent.
I've just had to make a coffee and go and check on them two boys. One's on a swing and one's on the perch at the top. So
if you haven't caught Natasha's budgie videos yet, you've got to. One of them's a right dancer. She puts the beats on the
Mini.
Budgie's give me that.
Mini Moo, yeah.
Right.
Especially that's her favourite song that's on that video. And that's what she does every time she hears it. It's funny. I laugh when she does it.
Once again, thank you for joining us, everyone. Let's say good night. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Take care.